Dumb Spero, Spero that world while I breathe. I hope dumb Spero, Spero that world.
Dream interpretation. We all have dreams. Sometimes they can be happy, funny, mysterious, scary, and nearly always they're surreal in some sort of way. When the conscious mind is at rest, the subconscious mind and its wondrous forces and processes take the centre stage during the wee hours and transport us to the magical land of Nod, where absolutely anything and everything is possible. Sometimes when we wake in the morning, we can get flashbacks of fleeting moments from the dream we had the night before. When this happens, the images are rather vague, but there nevertheless may be some type of overriding theme that we can deduce and make sense of. Other times the flashes make no sense at all, so we dismiss these as being nonsense. And of course, sometimes they are, though sometimes they're not. There can be times when we deep sleep but do not remember the dreams we had. That's indeed if we had any dreams at all. In fact, I have a mystical theory about this. When we can't remember whether we had a dream the night before, or if indeed we are certain we did not, then perhaps, just perhaps, it's because we were elsewhere in the spiritual, ethereal realm, namely in someone else's dream, whether that person is known to you and you are known to them or not. It makes you think, doesn't it? Other times, we can go through a phase of having wildly vivid dreams that we are lucky enough, if the dream was good, to remember. If these types of dreams are simple and straightforward, they do not need to be deciphered. For instance, the dream may be related to something that you do regularly during your waking life, so it may be an echo from the near past and or future. For instance, if you take the train to work Monday to Friday and your dream depicts this, the lines between past and future can become quite blurred. At other times, we can have a dream that is so colourful and seemingly real, where we can touch and feel that we can wake up with an abrupt jolt which transports us back into our waking world. The dream is easy to recall, but it doesn't make any sense. Yet there's something about this dream that you can't quite shake off and dismiss. You want to know what it means. What does it signify? Is it a portent, etc.? Dreams that have a significant meaning are mentioned as far back as Bible times. There's Joseph, who dreamt that the sun, moon, and 11 stars bowed down to him. This was an omen. Eventually, Joseph became the governor of Egypt. During the same historical era, the Bible also makes mention of Pharaoh's strangely surreal dream about 7 fat cows and 7 lean cows. So disturbed was the Pharaoh by this dream, and several others he had, that he called upon every dream interpreter in the land to tell him what the dream meant. No one knew except Joseph, who instantly intuited that it meant that there would be 7 years of abundance, followed by 7 years of scarcity. Pharaoh, being impressed by Joseph's ability to foretell the future by way of dream interpretation, made him the governor of Egypt. Hence the dream wheel of fate and fortune turned in a most uncanny way. Have you had a dream, albeit recently, or even in the past, whether distant or near, that still to this day perplexes you? Well, Sigmund Freud, in his great academic work called The Interpretation of Dreams, theorized that any dream we have, no matter how simple, elaborate, or disturbing, is a result of a waking thought, which then filters through to the subconscious mind via a dream. So bearing this in mind, ask yourself what sort of thoughts you may have had while you are awake that would account for the dream you had. This approach can get to the root of the quandary and solve what your dream really means, or at the very least, why you had it in the first place. If this approach just doesn't work for you, then it may be time to turn to a trusted and reputable dream interpretation analyst like Joseph Some people have the gift of dream interpretation and prophecy. So while you may not have any idea as to what your dream means, these skilled light workers may know instantly what your dream is trying to tell you, or with a bit of probing will be able to unravel the message that the divine matrix has sent to you through the dream dimension. Quote by Sigmund Freud: "The mind is like an iceberg. It floats with 1/7 of its bulk above the water."